So I've got a new student today. This is Ava. She's a Romanian rescue dog and she's been with her owners a couple of months now and settled in lovely. Everything's going well. I had a consultation with them just over a couple of weeks ago now because she was settling in well, but then starting to get sort of territorial, bolshy, controlling with the other dog George, which is kind of the male-female pack dynamics that will always happen between dogs if they don't see a clear leader in the human, and that's basically what was happening there. So we've altered a lot of the body language and the routine in the house, and since then Ava's a lot calmer. There's no controlling behaviour towards George in the house, and she's no longer reactive with dogs out on a walk. She was getting quite reactive, so obviously the owner was understandably concerned that she's got an aggressive side. So this morning we've done the initial walk on the lead with Roscoe, and we've met quite a few other dogs today. It's a great day for people out walking with the dogs, perfect. So we met lots and lots of dogs, and she's been on the slip lead, and even though I'm completely in control of her movement, I can also feel exactly what she's about to do if she's thinking of reacting, and there's nothing. So there's no reaction to other dogs that we meet on the walk at all, nothing. This way. This way. So I throw in random changes of direction and they have to see my back. They have to see me walking away. Okay, good. This way. This way. So with a long line, what we're doing is building up recall. So I'm just walking. The only time I actually speak to the dogs is when I say this way, and that's when we change direction. So she sees my back and she sees me walking away. I'm not looking at her when I walk away, I'm just walking. And then if she does get to the end of the long line, then I will give it a couple of little pulls on the long line just to get her attention and encourage her. This is where we're going. So the more I do of this, the more we're conditioning her with the recall. So we're just going to build this up really today. Now, from what I've seen of her, From what I've seen of her with her body language, there's nothing aggressive about her at all. And if she sees somebody's clearly in charge, she doesn't react. She's not reacting. So I've got no concerns about aggression with her at all. And the more I do with this long line and the recall work, the more we're conditioning her to understand that this is the pack she's in. When we change direction, she comes back. When we say this way, she knows we're changing direction. She immediately comes back. So I'm just building up on that with the long line as a backup. But I'm not actually seeing her sort of going off in her own little world and completely ignoring and offering to run off anywhere. So she's not doing any of that. So it's really good, really positive work with Ava today. It's going really well. And this isn't just me. This is to do with what the owners have been doing in the last couple of weeks, because they've been putting the right body language in. This is the only thing. On a long line, when we get to the wooded area, this is when they're going to get messed up. So instead of panicking, I start to walk on this. Oh. And then slowly reel her back in. There we go. Always give and take, never a solid pull. This way. This way. It's round the leg. This way. This way. So what I don't want to do, no matter what's happening, is go to her. As soon as you go to the dog, you've turned the leadership around. I'm not going to her, she's coming to me. So even in those situations with wooded areas, that's how we deal with it. She's going in again, so I'm going to stand on it again so she can't get any more length, and do the same thing. Ooh. This way. This way. It's hard holding the leaves. This way. Okay, and there we go again. Good. Again, I've still not gone all the way back to her, so the leadership's not been turned around, and it teaches her she walks with me. Lovely. Good girl, Ava.